Welcome to another dope episode of the One Dope Planner. We do have something new that we wanted to share. And here's the thing: sometimes you just have to make a decision to put your mental health first, and that's one of the things that we're definitely gonna kind of go over. We have something dope to help you do that, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be dope, right, without it. Just want to double check one thing. We are going live. And there we go. All right. So here we go. So May is a mental health awareness month, and kind of been sitting on this to give to the creative team about, just kind of what the world that we live in, and a lot of people journal or have prompts to do some more reflective things. So we wanted to create um, an additional insert that people can have to use with the One Dope Planner system or on its own. So I'm going to show the new One Dope Soul journal. Okay, because of course we do dope things. It's pretty minimal, one of the things that I like that the creative team does is, again, I like stickers and all that good stuff. I really do. But, depending on how people, learn or remember things, some folks like it. So it's kind of like right in the middle. So if you want to be more creative and add some things, you can. So here's, I'll go over a couple things really quickly. It is tabbed, but I'll show you, or hyperlinked. I'll show you where it is. So this is probably the biggest thing. So I did want to put disclosures in there, because it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So of course, seek help. And we put in there that this is not medical advice, see professional help, and of course, crisis resources. I think that's just, being responsible with the instrument. We did do the research. I don't know if some people know my background is health education, and I was actually in the mental health sphere back in the day. But so we did do the research on how to make this as neurodivergent friendly, keyword neurodivergent friendly as possible, and also some just some prompts or themes in helping with like mental health. So just to go over, so the journal itself has 84 daily journal prompts. The reason why we did that is because I'm a huge fan of the 12-week year. And I think, if you're taking like 12 weeks, or, some people do the 30, 60, 90 days, well, this, will give you 12 weeks of it. But it covers these types of themes. It covers themes about boundaries, grief, your identity, emotional intelligence, purpose, and rebuilding. So it has a structure that will keep you on the same theme and focus for the whole week. So let's look into it. So the hyperlinks are actually, they're hidden. They are here. So would just click on self-awareness, and they're also here. So either one you click on, you're going to be able to get to that section. So we'll just go ahead and tap on that. And of course, it just slid over. Now, these are stickers. All right, I love bees, love honey. And so that's why I kind of have that theme. And I am also playing around with some different bees. I think these are the bees that I created. Yeah, I created that bee right there. To give to the creative team to go over and use into his sticker set. So that's like kind of for the future, because mid-year planners are coming out. So stay tuned. So what the 12-week journal does, so let's look at kind of some of um, the benefits of what's inside. All right, so you're going to have a daily affirmation on every page. So you can do your daily affirmation. And so to this one, today I chose to see myself, and I just wrote, as a queen who doesn't need saving, one who delegates and lives on purpose for the goal, right? Um, Then there's a weekly reflection page at the end of each week. So we're going to go back to the end. This week one. Oops. So this is the weekly reflection page. Right, that's at the end of each week. And then you have also, let's go back to the beginning. Oh, where are you at? All right. And then in each section, so this week's focus, so I put like my 3 things I'm going to focus on for self awareness, and some of this kind of overlaps. These are just things I just wanted to focus on too. So you can kind of use it interchangeably. What I like about this is that there's no there it's guided. It's not like this is what you have to do. And I think that's the flexibility in it. It's a guidance, right? So week 1, of course, is all about self-awareness and who are you right now. Now this, I'm not like, on all honesty, when I started using it, I was like, good Lord, this is like peeling the layers, right? So, but I like that because that's the whole purpose of what it's supposed to do. So this is the first day 1 prompt, your mental and emotional state, feel honestly right now. So this didn't like happen, like it took me a second to kind of go through all this. So I wrote down, controlled, anxious, purpose. Those are just the three words. Describe it in 3 words. And I wrote my 3 words. And then I went down and wrote why I chose each one. Now, people can write this, and that's the beauty of this thing. I'm a column girl. I like columns. It just keeps me in control. I need to work on that part. But that's just how I wrote it down. But the key is there's space to be creative and write it how you want to. The other part of that, so this blank space here, this is what I think I'm deciding that I'm going to do. Like, I'm going to write my, I'm big on Napoleon Hill, so I'll probably write my desire statements here or my affirmations. If I can spell today. All right, so my desire statements and my affirmations. And then the other key is, how do you get back to that title page? Click our little brain, our 1DOPE brain, and it takes you back here to your table of contents. So your relationship with productivity, boundaries, rest and recovery. So let's just look at that one because we need to get better at that. What actually restores you? Rest isn't sleep. It's a state that generally restores your capacity mentally, emotionally, physically. This week is about learning your own restoration language. Okay. Like, when did you, oh my gosh. So when did I feel last? When I was at the beach. So that just kind of lets me know that's where my rest and recovery really needs to be. And then, of course, you have your affirmation. I deserve rest without earning it first. Today I choose. And then whatever your affirmation is. Right. And then again, so it keeps you on track of what day, week you're on, and you press the little brain and it takes you back here. So it's pretty simple. I mean, again, it's built to guide the user, not to, and so there's no right or wrong answers. It's just built to guide, and it's a place where, again, you can focus on your mental health and different aspects of it, but you're taking different aspects week by week. Now, how would I use this in the planner? That's a great question. So there's a couple different ways. You could just have it as a separate standalone. So that's one. And how would I get to it? How would I use it to get to it faster? So I'm in GoodNotes right now. So these are all my links. So these links actually go to a certain page. Either go to a certain page or go to a certain planner inside GoodNotes in my documents. What I would do is, using this system, I would add it as another. Let me see if I can do that. I'm just going to duplicate. All right, I'm just going to use this one, and I'm going to change the color to red. Probably should change it to something else. I'll just change it to something like, yeah, blue. Okay. I'm going to, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. It actually went to one of my links. All right. So I'm going to edit this link because right now it's going to another document. So I'm going to see if I can do this really quick. I don't know if I can do this without. Okay, so what I would do, 1DOPEsoul, is this one? I wish there was a way to, there's not. All right, so what I would do is I would, without kind of going over, having all my documents all over the place, I would click this document and change it to the training where it says training 1DOPEsoul document. So it would go exactly to that document into that week. Let me see if I can show. Here, you know what, I'll just use this one. All right, so we're gonna use, okay, this is like one of my old training ones, so it may not look the same. And I'm gonna change the page, okay. So this is not the one I just showed, but I'm just gonna use this as, so let's just say, so it's 1 through 7, maybe this is week 2, page 8, all right. So for this week, using the weekly view, I already have it linked. So now I don't, because I'm working out of this week all the time because I'm always looking at what's going on in my schedule. So I'll have it over here. This is what I'm doing for my Sunday reset. Let's say that this is the page and I'm already on this week. So even though this is week 1, day 5. So let's just go to week 2. All right, week 2. This is week 2, but day 8 of the 12 weeks. All right, so this is page 11. So when I go back here, so this is what I'm doing on my Sunday reset. I do it once, and I have my whole week already ready. All my links are ready. So throughout the week, I'm not like trying to find the book, going back and forth. And I would just click that, and it'll take me right to the page I want to go to. And then when I wake up in the morning and I'm doing my devotional, there it is. It's already ready for me to start with. So that's one way I would definitely do it. Here's the second way I would do it. Under finance and goals, look at that, devotional. So I would make a new, I'm just going to do this really quick. 1DOPEsoul, what time is it? Okay, 1DOPEsoul devotional. So you can also insert it. I'm just going to make this a little larger. And erase that. So I can also insert it inside the planner, and this is how you would do it. So let me just make sure that section 2, it has my old devotional in it. All right, so let me go back. And I'm going to duplicate that. This is just the regular devotional. All right. And maybe it would help if I go to journal. Those are two different things. That is a separate insert. This devotional is scripture based. That's my other favorite one too. But it's based off of mindset, wealth, purpose. So scriptures to but scriptures to help you reflect on those different things. This one, the 1DOPEsoul is more mental health based. All right, so let's make sure that I can put it there. So all I did was clicked on select these. I'm just gonna copy those. So go to section 3. There it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert the journal after this page right here. So what I'm going to do is add, from templates. Oh, I don't think I can do that right now. Okay, so what I would do is I would import the document that of this planner that is on my files folder. And the only reason why I can't show it right now live is because it's going to open up all my personal folders, and I usually just have it kind of ready, and today I just didn't. But you would import, you would click that plus button over here, and you would import, the file of the download that that is purchased of the 1DOPESoul journal, and it would literally insert it right behind here. If you look at this example here, this is actually the 12-week daily devotional and affirmation journal. This is the one that's biblically based, and this was a file that I inserted inside the planner. So notice if you scroll over, I'm back in the planner, but it's literally inside, and I'll show you. This probably isn't better. So if you look at this section right here in the far right that I'm on page 34, that's the planner. And then inside the planner is the journal, which has a lot of pages in it. I mean, it makes the file bigger. That's the only thing. So that's why I tell people you can either link it so you can get to it faster. Now that GoodNotes, and I'm using GoodNotes, has the capability to link to other sections or other journals or notebooks in general, or you can use it inside the planner. But this is it. I mean, I wanted, when I talked to the creative team, I wanted it to be simple, usable. I wanted it to be neurodivergent friendly as possible, but then also where you can still make it yours. Again, I put a couple stickers on here. These are just stickers, right? If I wanted to, be more creative, use my creative part, but I wanted I wanted it to be able to use it. It didn't have to be perfect. It didn't have to be, quote unquote pretty. I just needed a place and a space where I can reflect, and prompts that actually make me not just write stuff, if that makes sense. That actually makes me reflect, So I hope that this journal, especially since May is Mental Health Month, actually helps people take the time to take the time and focus on you and your mental health, and take the time to take care of you, because I mean, and not being cliche or anything like that, but taking care of your mental health it really is the dopest thing that you can do. But if you don't really take the time, and I'm talking about, this shouldn't take like an hour. It shouldn't. It should maybe take 15 minutes to reflect on you, and whatever that is. It doesn't have to be perfect, but whatever that is, it's just taking the time to ask those deep introspective questions for you, not for anybody else, right? And then again, like I said, we have the information in place. This is not medical advice, um, but then there's also resources, right, to help. But it really is the dopest thing that you can do, is take care of your mental health. So excited about it, excited about the journal, excited about the feedback that we get from it. But again, this is something that can be used with the 1DOPE planning system, or it can be used standalone as well. This also could be printed out technically, for folks who like to print and write, and maybe not use tablets. But this also can be used on as a PDF hyperlink in any type of tablet on iOS or Android. So take care of your mental health. Again, it's the dopest thing that you can do, and we'll see you soon.